The road to Rome through the mountains still had one last obstacle: the Abbey of Monte Cassino. While in Italy, the Force Association tour group stayed in the town of Cassino and could view the abbey from their hotel. Benedict came to Monte Cassino in approximately 529 AD and brought 12 followers with him, which created the nucleus of the original Benedictine order. There were no monks in the Western Hemisphere prior to this, making the Abbey of Monte Cassino the first monastic community in the West.
So this is the first monastic community in the Western Hemisphere. All the other monastic orders, such as the Franciscans, the Dulcinians, the Cistercians, the Dominicans, and so on and so forth, one way or another stem from this. This is the main tree from which all the others branch off.
Okay, so on this section it talks about 3rd Regiment's attack on Mayo. And what is so interesting is all these 70 years later, it says about Anne's dad and my uncle. Losses had been light. Captain Weldon Perry, commanding 2 Company, had been the only officer fatality. Staff Sergeants Bill Upchurch of 2 Company and Frank Harvey of 1 Company. Those fine, capable Nogger were dead. So this is my relative. And a couple of pages after. Now it says on the 10th, but we all know records are different. 2 key officers were lost to 1st Regiment. When Major Ed Pierce,
my father,
your father, and Captain Hoskin each lost a leg in artillery barrages. Major Pierce died en route to the clearing station.
Wow.
So all these
and
years
I haven't
later,
read those sentences. I haven't seen
that.
that.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I thought you had read the books.
Well, I read it a long time ago, and maybe somehow I missed that page. I don't know.
So here we are in 2014.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Remembering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Page 160.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
The Allies suspected the Germans were using the ancient monastery for observing their activity in the Liri Valley.
Because the Allies thought the Germans were in it, they bombed it, knocked the heck out of it.
And on 15 February 1944, the Abbey was almost completely destroyed by American-led air raids. Later, it was discovered that no Germans had actually been present in the Abbey.
It still had to be kept, because then the enemy did move into it, and they used it as a lookout and all that.
The Germans quickly occupied the bombed ruins and held the mountain until a final bombardment in May, 3 months later, finally cleared the road to Rome.
We were dug in at Anzio on or about the middle of May 1944. As we looked to the sky, we saw huge numbers of bombers, B-17s and British bombers that were heading toward the casino. We could hear the thunder of the explosion of the bombing, and we stood there just watching the long line of bombers. You could never see the end of it. It must have lasted 2 or 3 hours. One of the biggest raids that I experienced.
After the war, funds from the Marshall Plan were used to begin reconstruction of the monastery.
Everything that you see which is white stone, such as this right here in front of us, is not the original. It is reconstructed after the war, which means anywhere from 1951 to 62, 63. But if you look around, such as that column over there, which is chipped and grayish, that would be originals.
Today, the Abbey once again overlooks the town of Cassino and is clearly seen from the Cassino Commonwealth War Cemetery, where some Canadian members of the Black Devils are laid to rest.
These are men of whom we know photographs, stories, family situations, and how we lost them. So we return to the men we know.
Young Captain Perry gave his life for Canada and for democracy. But most of all, he gave me Ed. And he gave us our 3 children and our 6 grandchildren. So he's not been forgotten.